It is time now to meet a frontline worker that's going the distance to serve our community in multiple ways.
Yes, we of course appreciate every individual that takes on the lifestyle of a first responder to serve our community. And I got to catch up with an engineer and Champaign native at the Champaign Fire Department to learn a bit of his story and get a glimpse of life on the front lines. Take a look.
So for me, this career began, I started as a paid on call in Savoy. And so I did that for roughly 5 years. During that time, took a lot of classes, worked with a lot of good people. Went to the fire academy during that time on my own. And then that led me to get hired on Danville in 2012. So that's where my career fire department time started. Worked there, a lot of good people there, took a lot of classes, learned a lot. And in 2018, had the opportunity to come back here to Champaign, where I grew up, and work for the department. I think it's something that I've always wanted to do. Even as a little kid, I can remember, wearing like the red plastic fire hat and the garden hose out in the right yard playing with my brother. After high school, had the opportunity to come do a ride-along here in Champaign through a family friend, Chuck Sullivan, who retired here as a battalion chief. And pretty cool, when I came here in 2018, he actually was the captain on the shift that I was assigned to, so kind of neat to get to work for him. I had the opportunity to be promoted to engineer in November, and preparing for that, you basically take a written test. There's a practical test where you go out and actually drive and show that you can pump. You do an interview, and then you basically get ranked on a list. And that process is the list is good for 3 years, and guys will spend anywhere from that whole 6 months to a year ahead of time cramming to study. You're studying at work with guys. Guys will make study groups, studying at home. Luckily, like for me, our daughter was already in school, so I would study while she was in school, so it wasn't cutting into time that you're spending at home. And currently now, that role that I have, engineer, basically is you're getting the guys to and from the call safely. So you're driving them there, you have to know the address, and driving back. If you're driving an engine, you could be pumping at the call, pumping water basically from the engine into the hose, putting the fire out. So we come in the morning, you'll make your relief. So we're always here. Our shift starts at 7. Everybody's here by 6:30. Make your relief. We do our morning check. So me as an engineer, I check out the rig, basically make sure everything's functioning properly. And then it just kind of depends on the day of the week. So we'll have a morning meeting at 7 o'clock. We go in and the battalion chief kind of outlines what the plan is for the day. And then from there, if it's a Monday, a Wednesday, or a Friday, there's some sort of departmental training that'll be going on. And so companies will rotate through that. If it's a Tuesday, we'll be doing maintenance on the apparatus. As an engineer, we're going through, basically we're running everything, making sure all the fluids are good, tire pressure's good, just making sure everything is good with the apparatus. And then on Fridays, we do an inventory. So basically we're going through and making sure everything, equipment-wise, is where it's supposed to be and accounted for. And then throughout that, obviously we'll have calls come in, so we'll, leave to go on a call, come back. We do lunch and dinner together. So usually somebody will go to the store, one of the rigs will go shop, and then we'll cook lunch, cook dinner. So it's a family, we eat together. And then just basically, guys will work out in the afternoon. And then the evening's kind of your time to study or relax a little bit. And obviously throughout that, you never know when the next call's coming in. So we usually run, I would say our average is like a 10 call day. It's, you're always doing something, whether it's training or going on calls. It's long nights sometimes. Obviously, it just depends on, you never know what the day's gonna bring. We're always up going on calls, doing something, learning something, not a lot of downtime. We do a ton of training. So everything we do here, you're always training on going on a fire, going on an ice rescue, going on an elevator call. So a lot through training, and then a lot through just, working out, keeping yourself in good physical and mental shape too. A lot of just making sure you're ready mentally and physically to do the job. So Champaign has an honor guard, and then there's a state honor guard. And basically what that does is if there's a death in the line of duty or a firefighter dies of, it could be cancer from job-related illness or whatever it is, the honor guard goes and basically is there for the family of that fallen firefighter, and also there just to honor that person for their service. Honor guard was just something that kind of struck me because it's like you have that bond as a family. And so, if something were to happen to me, I'd want these guys to be there. And so it's just kind of that brotherhood and sisterhood that we have to be there for somebody when they're in a time of need. I'd say my favorite part is the people, the people you meet, be it on the job or just through networking, going to classes. That's what really makes the job what it is the people doing the job. There's nothing better. There's nothing else that I would want to do, and to get to do it in Champaign is an honor to be able to work in the community that you grew up in.
And of course, we thank our frontline workers for serving our community in so many different ways.
And I'm going to have to agree with him. It's the workers that you get to work with that definitely make it worth it. Hey, if you know a first responder that could use a little highlight here on CI Living, send them our way.
Yes, there's an email right there on your screen, and we'll connect you, of course, with Sam's story too over on our website, ciliving.tv.